Ah, you're treating this like watching two Transformers fight in Transformers 4, Revenge of the Why Did We Make That One? What's up, you guys? Welcome to Boss Level 8, where we make fun of movie critics, and we are talking Avengers Infinity War. Oh my god. I don't know what this person's gonna say about this movie, but we're gonna do our best to not spoil anything. I am reading this for the first time with you, but I have a feeling this review, if they found something bad in it, is, I don't know. They're just gonna go a weird direction. I hope. I'm nervous and excited. Either way, if it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it. Of course, if you like our show. If not, feel free to do other stuff. Because, you know, why would you subscribe to something you don't like? That's just weird. So let's take a look at this guy's review. How does a nearly 2-hour and 40-minute film achieve so little when it comes to story, character, and most importantly, entertainment? What? That's not even opinion. That's not even an opinion situation. That's not like, I didn't like it. There's so much shit that happened in the 2 hours and 40 minutes. Whether or not you liked it, like, you can't deny that that much crap happened. Like, if 5 minutes of that happened to you on the way home from work, you would tell your wife, like, so much shit. The simple answer is that it wastes too much time showing off its expensive budget with lots of CGI and action scenes. Weird. Very odd thing to be upset about. We've had 15 movies leading up to this thing, and you're like, oh, a little too much with the action and CG. Yeah? A little too much? There's a talking tree. What do you want? An actual talking tree? Because if you find that, you're rich. And you might as well just move and stop writing reviews, because you are loaded. All of the explosions, chases, and pretty colors that bombard your eyes and ears feel repetitive and tiresome after a while, and their returns are diminishing. Ah, you're treating this like watching two Transformers fight in Transformers 4, Revenge of the Why Did We Make That One? I'll also watch the new one. That looks better than 4. 99% of the dialogue is either shallow or just there for the sake of exposition. Only a handful of, no. This is the thing. This is the first time where, I guess it's not the first time ever that a movie need be watched with the other movies before it, but this is 15 movies of setup, and they didn't cater to all of the people. And you're saying exposition, that's nonsense. If you walked into this movie and watched it having seen nothing prior to it, I don't think you would enjoy it. You would just have no idea what's going on. You would just be thoroughly confused. You would be Kevin Costner for most of Dances with Wolves. Only a handful of the ephemeral scenes show the characters actually having a conversation. One of those scenes feels slightly moving and refreshing because it only has 2 characters. Yep, I knew that was what was coming. Every single time an Avengers movie comes out, or anything that has like a team or an ensemble cast, it's all about how there's too many characters. That's nonsense. Everybody's story doesn't involve 3 people. Like, a lot of characters is fine. The Harry Potter saga had tons and tons and tons of characters. Are you whining about that too? A little too much? Maybe just focus on the little trio whole time? Don't get any Sirius Black? Don't get any Sirius Black if you do that. I like Sirius Black. No Hagrid. Why am I talking about Harry Potter? Let's get back to Avengers. The rest of the dialogue includes Iron Man's witty quips and some over-explained pop cultural references, i.e. Alien that hit you over the head. Those glimmers of wit are far and few between. There was so little pop culture references in this movie. You're focusing on one character who made a couple references to something, which made sense for his character to do. Yeah, and then people in Guardians of the Galaxy who were just confused because they weren't used to a lot of the stuff that was going on. It made sense with the characters that have been developed for 15 movies. If you don't come in understanding that, then you're like, I don't get it. That's just how it is. Groot saying I am Groot wasn't very funny to begin with in Guardians of the Galaxy, yet you're the only person who thinks that. Man, you are the only person who thinks that. There's people who don't even like Marvel who like Groot. There are probably like old women who have little Groots in their fucking gardens, not even knowing what it is, but they're just like, I like that. That would go great in my garden, next to the begonias. Because old people grow begonias. I don't even know what a begonia is. I'm assuming it's a flower. Yet that doesn't stop that line from being used yet again to try to generate laughter. It seems as though the filmmakers thought that all they have to do to make a Hollywood tentpole movie is to copy past Marvel films without adding anything new until the last 10 minutes, which won't be spoiled here. Well, first, Thank you for not spoiling the movie. That's very nice of you. Second of all, haven't added anything new. This is what this whole thing was leading up to. It's more like a series than one movie. All of this stuff led in this direction. So basically you have like the culmination of a season 1. So it should parallel all the stuff that's been going on in all the other movies because it's all part of the same story. If it didn't do that, it wouldn't make any sense. None of the characters would make sense. None of their motivations would make sense. And it would just be like just a throwaway and have nothing to do with being a tentpole, as you're saying. Fucking tentpole. Is that what's become of modern audiences? They deserve much better than that. No, we don't. We don't deserve shit. What did we do? What did we do to deserve movies? Nothing. And actually, it's really funny is that I feel like that's a modern attitude for you to have. That you actually deserve something that you don't deserve. That's a modern attitude. You know what? They spell your name wrong at Starbucks just like fucking everybody else. Avengers Infinity War has a great cast, but gives them so little to work with that none of them gets a chance to shine. I mean, part of that is because they've already been shining. What's the purpose of having Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, in the film? To replace an Asian person. No, I'm just kidding. Because she's part of the Avengers. None of her choppy scenes are even remotely memorable. I don't know, Scarlett Johansson doing pretty much anything is memorable. Sorry. The film's editing often feels abrupt. You know, cuts. Sometimes the angle changes harshly, and sometimes it's smooth. Editing. I read a book on editing. After many scenes set in outer space, all of a sudden there's a scene that takes place in Wakanda. That's your gripe, that they changed locations? That's weird. Man, you must hate Lord of the Rings. Holy shit. There's a movie where it's like, and now we're here, and now we're here, and now we're here. Like, that's the whole fucking, that's literally all of number 3. And then finally they're all in the same place, and you're like, sweet. Actually, no, they don't actually end up in the same place until the end, or the like 16 endings that Lord of the Rings has. With so many characters, locations, and subplots, it feels as though you were watching 50 Marvel films concurrently without allowing you to be absorbed in anything that transpires on the screen. It's more like 14, not so much 50. Ending. Almost ending. There is another one coming up. But yes, it's a bunch of characters we've seen with stories that we know and arcs that have been developed, and now they're all mashed into a screen concurrently. What did you walk into? If you were to watch Avengers Infinity War on Blu-ray or DVD, and you'd fast forward the film all the way to the final 10 minutes, you wouldn't really miss anything. How could you be a film critic and say that you wouldn't miss anything by missing 2 hours and 30 minutes of a movie? Where there's that many characters and that much shit, and 14 movies led up to it, or whatever. 14, 15, I can't fucking count. It doesn't even matter. It also doesn't even matter if you like it, like I said earlier. If you don't like it, that's fine. But to deny the fact that that much shit happened in a movie and then say like, really just the end, is freaking crazy. That's insanity. Getting to that point on the big screen without the convenience of fast forwarding is a long, tedious chore. Honestly, most people felt like wanted more, to be honest. But it's funny that you say it's more like a chore, because watching movies and writing about them is your job, so it kind of is a chore for you no matter what you walk into. I feel like maybe you should walk in a little different next time. Maybe have a little fun. Stop in at Starbucks and see if they're applying on your way to the movie, just in case it becomes a chore. And then you can spell other people's names wrong and feel like you deserve something. No offense to anybody who works at Starbucks. Delicious chai. It's the equivalent of a bad one-night stand with a weak climax that you wish would have ended much, much sooner. That's disgusting. I feel like when you reach weak climax that you should have been like, maybe a new analogy. I understand that you're not using the exact words, but you're literally saying it's like sleeping with someone the night you meet them, but not coming good enough and wishing you had done it sooner so you could leave. Wow. Fine, I'll spell your name right on your cup of fucking latte. No foam. You don't get any foam. And you only get a, I don't know what the sizes are. Trente? Triunta? I don't know what they are. I don't know what the sizes are. Large? To be fair, some blockbusters, like great one-night stands, can indeed be escapist fun, even if they leave you feeling nothing at the end. But this is something you should probably be talking to your therapist about. And not so much in a movie review. But this one's yet another forgettable escapist bore that overstays its welcome long before the end credits roll. The running time of 2 hours and 36 minutes feels more like 5 hours. Well, when part 2 comes out and you add another 2 hours and 36 minutes to it, you'll get your damn 4 hours. So have fun with that. So did you guys love Avengers Infinity War? Do you hate Avengers Infinity War? Or do you hate this dude's review? Love it? For me personally, I just don't understand how you can go into that movie, watch it, and think that nothing happened. That's weird. It's fine if you don't like it, or if you think it's pandering or whatever, but to think that nothing happened is craziness because of how much happened. I would love to hear what you think. Throw what you guys thought in the comments. We, of course, are going to read them, and we love hearing what you guys think. If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button and that little bell right next to it so you can get notified every single time we have a new video out. And until we see you next time, geek out and game on.